Hi everyone, I'm Wendy and I'm so excited to welcome you into my studio here in beautiful Hampshire, right on the edge of the South Downs National Park, where the colours and textures of the landscape are always a constant inspiration for my work as a self-taught paper artist. Today I'm thrilled to share a brand new project with you. We're going to create a show-stopping giant peony using my brand new kit. It's easier than you might think. All you need is the kit, a pair of scissors and a glue gun. Now, you might be wondering, what do I do with a giant peony? Well, these beauties add a touch of whimsy and elegance to all sorts of occasions, such as weddings, parties, even retail display. And if you're feeling extra creative, you can turn your flower into a stunning piece of statement art by attaching to a canvas. Now, crepe paper is a beautiful product to work with. It's fun, forgiving, so don't be afraid to experiment and have fun with it. So let's get started. So the kit comes in lots of different colours, so if you just let me know what colour you want when you order. And as I spoke about before, you will need a glue gun, some glue sticks and a pair of scissors. So to start with, we're going to make the centre of our peony. So you need to take out the 30cm strips of crepe paper and the centre template. Start by folding each piece in half and then half again, holding the template over your folded piece of crepe paper. Cut around the top edge as shown. Crepe paper is very forgiving, so you don't have to be too precise or careful. As long as you get the general shape, that's fine. Open out and you'll have a strip with 4 curves. So what you're going to need to do is do that for all 30 strips. Just take your time, relax and enjoy it. There's no rush, just enjoy your glass of wine or cup of tea while you're doing it. So the next step is stretching each strip. So as seen, hold the paper between your thumb and forefingers and just gently pull to create a cup. And again, you need to do this for every strip. Once you've nearly finished cupping all your strips, turn on your hot glue gun so it has time to warm up. We're now going to start to assemble the centre of our peony. Cut some pieces of the magenta crepe paper into sort of 5cm pieces. Gather up each petal strip and using the hot glue and piece of crepe paper, just secure the bottom so it stays gathered up. And again, you'll need to do this for all 30 strips. It's now time to start assembling the centre of our peony. So from your kit, take the small white tube and add glue to the tube and attach one of the petal strips. Continue adding the petal strips all around the tube. Add the remaining strips in any gaps that you see, and then just keep adding so they're spaced evenly. As you add more strips, it might be easier to turn over and work looking at the base. The only thing when adding these strips to bear in mind is you need to keep the bottom as level as you can. But don't worry about it being too precise. Just as long as they're roughly even, that's all that you need to worry about. That's the first step of your peony completed. You've made the middle of your peony. We're now going to move on to the petals. So take the smallest bundle of petals and we're going to stretch these petals. So taking each petal between your thumbs and forefingers, hold it in the middle and just gently stretch until it forms a cup. Proceed to carry on and do for all the small petals. Adding the small petals to our peony centre, add a strip of hot glue along the bottom of each petal and place along so it's in line with the bottom of your peony. Now carry on adding petals, just each one slightly overlapped until all the small petals are added. For the medium and large petals, we're going to add a wire along the centre of each petal to give the flower more strength and stability. So take each petal, this is for the medium and the large, and we're going to use the tacky glue for this to add the wire. Take a petal and fold it in half and then press along the crease to form a nice creased line. Add a line of tacky glue along this creased line and add a wire along that crease line, fold in half and press down. Repeat this process for all the medium and large petals. So fold the petal in half, add a line of tacky glue, add a thin floral wire, press down and continue. Once you've completed this, leave the petals to dry if you can for 10 or so minutes before opening them up. Repeat this process for the large petals as well. And you're going to do exactly the same with the pre-cut leaves, adding a line of tacky glue along the middle and then placing one of the green floral wires along that crease and fold in half. We're now going to prepare the medium-sized petals by opening each one up and pressing down along the wire to make sure that tacky glue is nice and secure. And what you've created is a pleat where the wire is hidden within that pleat. and we're going to do exactly the same for the large petals. So carefully open them out and then push down on that pleat in the middle. I'm sorry that the camera work's not very good, just bear with me. And we're going to open up the leaves in exactly the same way, then put them to one side. Now we're carefully going to stretch our petals. If you put your thumb and finger on the middle pleat, that will stop them coming apart. So gently stretch out each side, holding the middle wire so it doesn't come apart. The longer you leave your petals to dry, the easier this will be. And you need to do this for all of your petals. Now we're going to add the medium petals to our peony. So we're going to add a strip of glue along the bottom edge of each petal and attach it in line with the small petals that we added earlier. And I apologise that it's going off camera, but you're adding the glue along that bottom edge and then work round adding, just overlapping each petal slightly until you've added all the medium petals. And then what we're going to do is do exactly the same for the large petals. Once you've added all of the medium and large petals, turn your flower over and you can just shape the petals however you want. So you can curl them in a bit or open it out. It's your flower, you can do exactly what you want. Because you've got the wires in the outer petals, it means that you can bend them and curl them as you wish. So we're now going to finish off our peony by adding the calyx. So gently stretch each one and add a good amount of glue. You can use hot glue or tacky glue, whichever you find easier, and attach as shown, not covering the hole in the middle. Then continue to add the other 3 calyx, just slightly overlapping each one. This will give extra security to your flower and extra stability. And also, if you're creating a freestanding flower, it will look neat on the bottom. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're thrilled with your one-of-a-kind crepe paper flower. Get creative with display options, whether it's freestanding or attached to a base or part of a beautiful wall canvas. Remember to keep it dry to preserve its colours. Crepe paper isn't colour fast. And don't forget to share your creations online because I'd love to see what you've made. Thanks again for watching.